From Marston's Mills to the American Idol stage in Hollywood to a national tour and back again. Barnstable's own American Idol, Siobhan Magnus, is back at home, at least for now. And on Sunday, October 17th, we'll all get the chance to welcome her back as she serves as Grand Marshal in a Halloween parade that's been dubbed the March of the Horribles. Recently, we sat down with Siobhan for a chat, and what evolved from it was a wide-ranging look into her life growing up in a big family, her time at Barnstable High School, her experiences on American Idol, and her thoughts on what the future may hold. Today, we bring you part 3 of our 4-part interview with Barnstable's own American Idol, Siobhan Magnus. Enjoy.
Siobhan, what was the coolest perk of being on American Idol? I'm sure it gives you opportunities to meet people and do things that a very small percentage of us get a chance to do, so the coolest perk.
For me personally, the coolest thing that came out of it was that I got to meet my own idols. I got to meet Hanson. And that not on the show, they didn't come to the show, but it was set up through somebody I met because of the show. Mm-hmm. It was the night that I made the top 12, I met a reporter named Shirley Halpern from the LA Times, and she's the coolest. And I told her that night, I expressed my obsession with Hanson, and she said, "Oh, I know them. They're good friends of mine." And like, don't even go there. And she talked to them. She talked to them about me and brought it up, and it started slowly. When I got voted off, and she wrote an article in the LA Times, she interviewed Taylor Hanson about me getting voted off, and I saw this article of him offering his advice to me about not feeling defeated, and it's really not the end of the world, and that no great artist goes their whole career without facing any kind of adversity.
How outrageous is that to you, that a band that you loved so much now has an opinion about your career going forward?
It was really too much, and I thought that was too much. And then she surprised me. And the night of the finale, I was at the after party. Somebody comes up to me, a friend from 19 Entertainment. She came up to me and said, "Hanson's here, you know." Like, I think my face turned clear. It turned so white. It's like I didn't have a face. It fell off. And I just stood there, and I remember, like, I think Casey was walking by. I was like, "Casey, what do I do? They're here." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I told him, and then I didn't even have a choice, because then another person grabbed my hand and was like, "Okay, we're going to," and I'm like, "I'm not ready, and I have to go pee, I can't, you didn't even tell me I can't." And I'm like, no, you're coming. And he just dragged me over and he just plopped me down right in the middle of all 3 of them, and I look at Zach and Isaac, and I look at Taylor, who's my favorite, and this is what I did. And I started crying, and I just totally geeked out.
Wow.
But
did you recover?
I recovered, and I talked to them for a while, and it's the coolest guys ever, and then I got to sing with them a few weeks later.
Oh, wow.
And I can die now. I'm cool. It's whatever.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I don't think I've had an experience like that, but that is pretty outrageous. So American Idol aside, and it's so much of what your public identity is about, but I mean, you're from Barnstable. You're from here.
Barnstable.
That's right. But I have a non-regional accent because I'm a broadcaster. In any case, you come back home, and you come back home obviously to people now who didn't know you before. Pretty much everybody now, if they see you, they know who you are. I mean, I walked by, you were in a classroom, there probably had to be 50 kids hanging outside the door waiting to say hello or whatever it is that they were waiting to do. I wonder now, being back, being a resident of this town, kind of, I guess, resuming some semblance of a normal life, at least for the time being anyway, you still kind of have this aura about you and this persona of somebody who is a standard bearer for lots of people who march to the beat of their own drum. I wonder if you like that, if you think of yourself that way. Yeah.
Well, that's a really cool thing to be, and it means a lot to me because if I ever had somebody when I was, I don't know, 13, somebody to reassure me that it was okay to be the way I was instead of feeling like it was such a problem and getting so much grief for it, then I just wonder how that would have changed things for me. And if I could be that for somebody else, even just one person, if there's one girl in 7th grade, because let's face it, middle school is not easy for anybody. I don't care who you are. Like, it's just not. And if I had somebody at that age to tell me these things, it's almost like you grow up and you get to open this secret treasure chest that has all the secrets. Like, it's okay to be weird and it's okay to, but you don't get to open that until a certain point. And I just want to be able to express to people and share with people and open people's eyes that that's why we're special. That's why we are this way. How boring would it be if everybody was like you or everybody was like me? I don't want to. I don't want to just wear something regular that doesn't stand out all the time. And that's no fun. That's why God invented glitter and kiss boots, and it's too much fun to be abnormal. And normal is relative anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, and that's an excellent perspective to have. And, I can say from my own personal perspective that the suit doesn't always suit me either, and I think most people who wear suits for a living would probably tell you that too. But speaking of what you wear and what you like to wear, I'm so curious. I wonder if you started just wearing outrageous stuff when you were in high school, just for the heck of it, just to see what kind of reaction that you'd get, or if your mom just started letting you dress yourself from like age 2 and just kind of rolled with it, or whatever the story is as to how you developed this.
I think there are so many different influences in my life, and a lot of them are very close to home. My mom's kind of an old school punk rocker, hardcore Ramones fan, hardcore Led Zeppelin, Blondie fan. Just, she's very good taste, and I'm blessed. And she would encourage it very much so. She was someone who felt that way herself, and she would always tell me stories of, in high school I was such a freak, and she went here. Both my parents went to Barnstable High School, and so I grew up with this mentality about being different and kind of having to accept the fact that other people aren't always going to be cool about it. And so it was almost like a warning. And then I guess it started, the way that I dressed probably started in middle school, and I had to be creative. Honestly, we didn't have a lot. We didn't have a lot of money. Other kids would get their new school clothes from Abercrombie & Fitch, and so I, especially being as angsty as I was, developed this stupid Abercrombie & Fitch. I don't need that because I made this crazy thing, and
Join us tomorrow on Barnstable This Morning, when we'll have the 4th and final part of our interview with Siobhan Magnus. That's all for now here on Barnstable Today. I'm Nick Cortez, and we'll see you next time.